What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Brenner Video YouTube channel. And today, we're in Carlisle, Pennsylvania with driver of the 81 car, Kendall Barkley. Kendall, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Driver of the 81 car, what is this car?
This is a Super Sportsman, kind of like a sprint car, except for with a 2x4 bottom rail. This is carbureted instead of fuel injected.
How long have you been driving a Super Sportsman?
This is my second season.
Second season. Did you start in one of these?
I started racing these last year, but I originally raced dirt bikes.
Did you grow up on racing?
Yeah, I grew up watching my dad race. My best friend, Jimmy Baker, his pap, Walt Bigler, had the 93. I grew up around them. They were in the Sportsman series.
You say you grew up riding dirt bikes, and I'm
Yep.
looking back here to Super Sportsman, and I'm like, how did that even come about?
Well, I wanted to, when I got the opportunity, I wanted to race a street stock or maybe a late model. And my best friend, Jimmy, kept bugging me. He was like, dude, just get a Sportsman, get a Sportsman.
Just jump right into it.
So I was like, I don't even know if I can drive one.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, you'll be fine. Just go ahead and do it. So took a shot at it. Worked out so far.
Now, when did you get your first car?
I got this car last season.
So this was your first car?
This was my first car. Yep, I got it from Dan Rome. The Rome family's helped us out a bunch getting this thing figured out.
You didn't know anything about it when you jumped in it, right?
No,
Nothing.
literally not a lot at all. Like nothing, pretty much.
I'm assuming you learned a lot since then?
Getting there, yeah.
Still a lot of work.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a lot of work.
Yeah.
Still learning to drive it.
Yeah, I mean, just to jump in it, I mean, I would be like, that's a lot of going on right there. Were you nervous going out there your first time?
Absolutely. It was also like
Lots of nerves.
the coolest experience ever, actually, like going out for a feature with some of those guys that I watched growing up.
Now, did you go and do the practice or testing tunes before you went out?
Yes, I did 2 testing tunes before
And then
I went out.
Right out with all the other guys. Your first race, how did you do?
Actually kept up a lot better than what I'd really thought. And then a couple cars got sideways, and to me it looked like they were sort of blocking the track up, and I went high to try to avoid them and ended up hitting the wall pretty good.
So technically
Basically.
that wasn't your fault.
Yes and no. I mean,
Given the circumstances.
I definitely Cooper shooted a little bit.
What does your family think about you racing?
They're very supportive.
Yeah.
They had their reservations in the beginning, but they've since come around and we enjoy it together.
What were your biggest accomplishments last season, besides wrecking the car the first race? I don't know if that was an accomplishment, but...
Well, I kept it together pretty good for the rest of the season. You know, I got to race with a couple guys. Didn't get into anybody else's cars and mess them up, so I was happy about that.
That's always nice. Looking back to last season, was there anything that you would have done differently?
Maybe tried to be a little bit less overwhelmed with all the knowledge coming in, because like Dan Rome that I got the car from, he helped big time. I mean, if I didn't understand something on how to set it up, he would go through like video chats with me, helping me get stuff back together. But there was still a lot of things that I just would get mixed up, like on setups and stuff.
What tracks did you race at last season?
Mainly Babs, and we did a race at Williams Grove and one at Port Royal.
How did you do at Babs?
Pretty decent. I mean, you know, a little bit out of what we were looking for, but not bad overall.
How'd you do at Port Royal?
Port Royal was the first half mile. I think we were on. It rained out by the feature time, so we didn't get to run that one.
How about Williams Grove?
Williams Grove was cool. We spun out in hot laps and ended up not being able to race the feature there, but it was a good learning experience for sure.
Being this new and running, I mean, that's 3 different tracks. Was it totally different from track to track?
Oh, absolutely.
Everything's different, setup and everything for the car.
The setups were just a little bit different, but the main thing was the higher speeds was definitely a different experience than racing at Babs.
Going on your second season, does it get more comfortable being in the car?
Yeah, every time it gets a little bit more comfortable. It's like sort of like you're going back to the office.
You're learning to technically drive for the first time, and you're learning every single time, and now you feel like you can just jump in it and you're like, all right, yeah, I can go do this.
Yeah.
What are your goals this season?
Definitely a top 10 would be a nice realistic goal for this season.
Anything with the car, it looks like it's ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, we could use a few more spares and things like that.
Never enough spares, right?
Yeah.
2026 season, what is your go-to track?
Baps Motor Speedway.
If Baps isn't racing, will you go somewhere else?
Potentially, yeah, depending on how the car's looking.
Would you run every weekend like Cooper said he was going to do?
We're going to give it a shot and try to run as many as we can.
Now, if Baps isn't racing, what's your second go-to? Where you feel the most comfortable, I guess?
We don't have a lot of touring options, I guess you'd say, but I know there's one at the Grove and I believe one at Port Royal again this year.
Who helps you work on the car at the shop and at the track?
My friend Eric, my sister Carly, my dad Brian, my wife, they're all a big help.
A lot of family members.
Yep.
Yeah, couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, and our buddy Cody, he helps out a lot too.
How much time do you typically put into this car? Are you at the shop every day?
About every day if I'm not working or at home with my wife or taking care of stuff at the house, I'm working on the car.
Non-stop. Now, how long does it take you to get it ready to go race?
It depends what happened the weekend before.
That's true, yeah.
Usually 20 hours
20 hours.
per typical week.
That's a part-time job.
Oh yeah.
After running a Super Sportsman, is there another class that you would like to move into to move up?
I would definitely move up to the 358 series if all went well here.
So the open wheel, that's where you're at.
Yeah, so far.
The number 81, is there a meaning behind that?
Yeah, that was my dad's number whenever he raced street stocks at Silver Springs.
The right number to put on the car for you.
Yep.
For the 2026 season, who are the sponsors on this car? Who helps you?
ACT, Advanced Coating Technologies, Fine Line Auto Body, CS Fabrications, Beck's Home Improvements, Kendall Barkley Photography, Next Level Signs and Graphics. I would also like to thank Cooper Shoe and J Fantasy for offering up their help, setting up the car and repairs on the car also.
I'd imagine being a new driver, those guys are a lot of help.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely have to have some good friends in your pocket.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What advice would you give someone just starting out in racing?
I'd say try to keep it as cheap as possible. Don't be doing a lot of upgrades and stuff right away because you're going to bust stuff up. Definitely quality parts though.
You went from a dirt bike right into a sportsman. Is that something you would recommend for someone starting out?
That's what you want to do, absolutely.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Barkley Miller Racing. I see it on the car and on your sweatshirt. What is that?
Barkley obviously is our last name, and the Miller is my mom's last name. She had passed a couple years ago, so we wanted to be sure to commemorate her and bring her with us on our ride.
If anyone wants to follow you, they can follow you at Barkley Miller Racing?
Yes.
And where is that?
Facebook and Instagram.
Kendall, thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. It's awesome coming to hear your guys' story, and we hope you do very well this season and maybe give us a chance to throw a camera on this car. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you on the next one.
Painted on hands in my back, it's a big cry.